So first off, being married to a Japanese woman is involved. Being married here is way more involved and complicated than life in America because I think there's so many different layers of history here and layers of society that you have to go through in the role as a husband, especially if you're living here. I mean, we have family commitments, we have historical holidays, we have, relatives, weddings, other types of ceremonies, graduations. It's a bunch of stuff that you're going to have to do. And the way I always think about it, and I tell people, basically being involved in the Japanese family is like being in the mafia. Once you go in, you can't get back out. That's it. You're like in a gang forever. Like, blood in, blood out kind of thing. And the events and things that you go to, it's not like, oh, you go one time, see how it is. That's how they introduce it to you. It's like, hey, just come over, check it out, see what's going on. Nah, buddy, you go one time, you're going forever. Just get used to that. That's just the way it is. I mean, I'm fine with it, but I kind of realized that pretty early in the game, and I just had to know, like, whatever event, group, ceremony, whatever it is I sign up for the first time, I have to mentally prepare myself to plan my life around it forever, basically, until other people around me say it's not a thing. And those things kind of add up as you go along. I mean, now, my one of my kids is in elementary school, so I'm dealing with the whole parents, community of parents type of stuff, and the papatomo, which are like dad friends and other. It's good, I like it, but it's just very different than growing up in America because we have a sense of independence. And some people like me, I'm kind of like a little bit of a loner. I have friends and stuff like that, but in my group of friends, I'm like the one who just runs off by himself for a little. We go out to somewhere, and I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna go that way and just like disappear for a little while and then come back to everyone. I'm the one who like hopped on the airplane and came to Japan. So, I'm more like Wolverine and the X-Men. I'm just kind of like run off and do my own thing. But being in here is very different from my nature. But I had to kind of understand the situation and know what I was signing up for. And that's what I suggest that you do as well. And you just understand that one time means forever. Now, of course, Japanese people are not trying to trick you or anything. And no one's going to like, put you in a headlock and throw you in a trunk to make you go to some weird ceremony. It's not like that. But there is kind of community pressure that you might not feel, but your partner will feel if you choose to ignore it. If you're like, yeah, I'm not in the mood that time, or I'm tired this year, or something like that, unless you have a really valid excuse, just schedule it into your life that event that you went to one time, you're gonna have to go to forever. Basically, it becomes like a tradition, if you will, or a part of your life. And again, it's for some people. Some people like it, some people hate it. I just think it is what it is, and it's what I signed up for, and I'm totally okay with it. Within those situations, I also know certain roles that I have to fill. Some situations I have certain obligations. Some situations I don't. Sometimes I just literally go to family events. I'm like, okay, I've done my job, and I go on the floor, take a nap, and then I go some places, someone just hands me a drink, and I just start drinking and chilling out. There are other times where I'm carrying like a portable shrine and sweating all day, but I like that kind of stuff. I'm not saying it to like feel sorry for me. It's literally stuff that I like to do. I know it's not for everyone. It might not be for you, but just understand that it is one of the expectations, whether it's said or not said, that it's going to come with being involved with a Japanese family or being deeper into a Japanese community.